During the year, two aspects that did raise that awareness. One was the Reinvent Rhode Island series, which in many ways, from our point of view, not only educated people, but was positive. You know, I don't have to tell you that the press has been criticized in the past for being negative on everything.
And on some occasions, I think rightly so.
Right, and you know, you can tell me what sells newspapers and what doesn't, but I think the spirit that we saw in Reinvent Rhode Island was reinvent implies a commitment, implies an investment, but also talking about where there were pockets of excellence as well as challenge, and raising awareness in different issues. We're dismayed that there's not more of an outrage and an outcry every single day on having 58,000 people unemployed in this state, second highest in the country. You know, that's just, we can't tolerate that. And we set out, if you look at the progress report that we did, the intent was not to do a plan for economic development. The intent was not to opine on structure of EDC or anything. But we kind of said, okay, let's have a couple of goals if we're going to pick goals. And one of them was to have an unemployment rate at or equal to or below the national average. Why should we be the second highest? To close the income gap, the family household income gap with Connecticut and Massachusetts.
Your progress report came out a couple of months ago. I'm going to read from our commitment. Rhode Island Foundation is committing $1 million to be expended at our discretion in the next year to initiate, accelerate, and amplify these efforts.
Right.
You spoke to that generally. Can you give us any preview, any tease of what those might be, or
yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, one of them will be the marketing effort to come up with a kind of a grassroots approach to market the strengths, the attributes, the resources of Rhode Island, both internally and externally. We all know that we have a self-esteem challenge in the state of Rhode Island. And, you know, in other states, you get run out of town if you say something bad about that state. Here, we tend to embrace that. Similar to other campaigns that have been done, we have to get on board the internal constituency before we go externally. And there's a lot of great things in this state. You know, you wrote about a lot of them. Yeah. We're talking about packaging them, more than just kind of slick buzzwords, but really embracing and people feeling proud of that.